thanks for inviting me out for a walk, Lorenzo. I'm afraid that my first year has been spent locked away in science labs. It is good to get outdoors and see some sunlight.
Not a problem. I'm glad you chose to be my roommate again this fall. You supported me through all my troubles this year.
My pleasure. Hey, what's going on over there?
And to thee we return this portion of your bounty, O Earth Mother, even as we must return unto thee.
Oh, it is just the reformed druids having another outdoor service.
Druids? Here in Michigan? That's odd. I've never noticed them before here.
The blonde guy there is Thomas, you know, my friend that I told you about.
Let us go forth into the world, secure in the knowledge they have heard us, that Baal will answer our prayers, and that we go forth with the blessings of the Earth Mother.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
See you all soon.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, this is Peter, my roommate.
Yes, I've heard great things about you. I didn't know you were a druid.
Oh, yes, I love the activities. You just missed our earlier picnic and festival games for the midsummer solstice.
Was that Sarah Harper, with the red hair I saw? She's in my psychology class. If you don't mind, the druids sound interesting, but I have heard some odd rumors that...
Oops. Sorry, that is important, but I have to run now to hand in a paper due in an hour. Well, since you know Sarah already, why don't you ask her? She's a lot better at answering serious questions than me. Bye.
Bye. You know, this might be exactly the kind of thing that would really get me out of my boring rut. I could use a jolt of something exotic, and I've always wanted an excuse to talk with Sarah. Is she seeing anyone?
Not that I know of. Go ahead and talk with her.
I will. Hello. Are you Sarah?
Just a minute, Charlene. Why, yes. You're Peter, aren't you?
Yes, I met Thomas yesterday after your midsummer service.
Yes, I saw you with Lorenzo.
Well, Thomas said you were better at explaining druidism. Would you mind, have some time, to talk about it someday?
Sure, I am a bit busy now. But if you don't mind, why don't you join me for a walk this evening? Normally, druids meet during the day, but I feel a hankering to explore the campus arboretum tonight. The weather is so perfect, and there are some lovely fireflies. I could tell you a bit about druidism, and then if you are still interested, I could then introduce you to some of our other members who can elaborate on different aspects. They are all quite fun folk. Well, most of them. Do you want to go?
Yeah, that would be great.
But it is not a date, mind you. I want to make that clear.
Sure, sure.
Good. See you tonight.
Bye. Why do I feel so nervous? I've never been out in this forest at night. I did not know there was an old graveyard so close to the campus. Is it safe?
Oh, don't worry, just a ghost or two here. Anyway, where should we begin?
Please tell me, what is Reformed Druidism?
Well, basically, Reformed Druidism is kind of like an odd mixture of the Unitarians and the Freemasons. We meet outdoors, because nature provides a neutral backdrop and lots of inspiration for our activities. We are inspired in part by the ancient Druids, and use some Celtic terms and customs in our services. We are not very organized, and don't think we are perfect or the best system. We like a shot of whiskey now and then. As you can tell, we have a sense of humor about our group, and love campfires. Did I mention that we appreciate trees on a much deeper level than most people? That's us in a nutshell.
There's a lot of information packed in that nutshell. Could you explain what type of religion it is?
Simply put, some members practice Reformed Druidism as a philosophy and others as a religion. Our members come from a great variety of religious and philosophical backgrounds. Many members continue to belong to mainstream religions. Some only practice Reformed Druidism. Some go back and forth in their focus of activity. That's all fine with us. We enjoy their company while they are with us. And we learn a lot about different faiths as a result.
You said that it doesn't matter too much my background or affiliation. I really don't have to convert, then?
Correct. Your background probably matters to you, and has much to keep offering to you. We're just not interested in conversion or evangelism. You shouldn't abandon another group on our account. Nature is important to every spiritual pathway, but few faiths acknowledge that yet. Perhaps, we might provide a helpful piece of the puzzle for you.
Will my religion be angry or upset if I dabble in Druidism with you?
Depends on the group. Think about it for a few days or weeks and see if you can find a way to incorporate our activity with yours. My experience shows that's not always easy. We think folks from any background can participate and benefit from interaction with us. Our activities are somewhat similar to how people practice Zen, yoga, Tai Chi and other spiritual practices. Most people do that without ascribing to the religious tenets of the group that invented such activities. Since we don't follow all the original beliefs of the ancient Druids, we call ourselves Reformed Druids. If it is helpful or interesting, try it out. If not, no problem.
So if you are so eclectic, then what defines you?
In a way, we are defined perhaps better by what we do not do, which my friend, Andrea, calls our style of less is more. We have a few simple beliefs, a loose calendar of 8 outdoor festivals for the changing seasons. There is a highly flexible liturgy that can be altered by what each grove's members want and believe.
Who is in charge?
Well, Jody is this grove's elected archdruid. I don't know anyone from the other groves. The Reformed Druids have a simple hierarchy that tries to keep their leaders' egos under control while they help others from many different outlooks to include lessons from nature.
Do you have a holy book?
No. Over the last 50 years, we've compiled a lot of writings and stories by such members that are fun to read, but those books are not divinely inspired or dogma.
Do I have to wear robes?
No, you can come as you are, but some folk do like to wear traditional clothes at a festival in the forest, mountain, or meadow. I guess all religions have a few odd things when you first hear about them.
I heard that the ancient druids sacrificed animals, and maybe even people.
That's the ancient druids. We are modern, and it was the first custom we rejected. Animals and people deserve compassionate care and loving, and the legal codes of our country need to be respected. We are not all pacifists, vegetarians or do-gooders, but blood sacrifice is a horrible thing to do. Naturally, many druids are concerned about the environment. But how a druid responds is a personal decision, one that touches upon politics, which we shy away from.
Some may call druidism a cult, wouldn't they?
There are a lot of types of druidism out there today, but all the modern forms that I have explored so far seem benign and harmless. The Reformed Druids began back in 1963, and we are probably one of the oldest groups, but the most laid back. That suits our interests. Other Druid groups have adopted many structures and rules to meet the legal needs of an incorporated religion, but we haven't done that. We are still at a very basic level, and the others have moved on past us. We keep it very simple and free, because that makes us accessible to people of many backgrounds, who can build their own systems upon our foundation.
So you might be strange, but not a cult, right?
That's a hoot indeed. You know, Peter, if you are so worried about cults, and I don't blame you, wouldn't it be a bit more prudent to ask those types of questions before you follow a pretty girl from a strange group, through a cemetery, into the dark haunted woods at night?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, don't worry. You got lucky this time. We were mostly harmless. But all groups have a jerk or two, so keep up some defenses. You see, cults are usually small groups that have strong charismatic leaders who take advantage of their followers in many unethical or illegal ways, usually by isolating them, indoctrinating them, and requiring a lot of forced activities and beliefs to break down their will and opinions. That doesn't seem like a good use of religion. We just have no intention of hurting people, and we wouldn't tolerate a leader who tried that. Thus, we are not a cult, just a group of people who meet outdoors, and yes, that's a bit strange to some.
What if I disagree with something someone says at a meeting?
Then you disagree. No one will be shocked or upset, and it will likely spark an interesting conversation. Again, you don't have to agree with what others say, just be respectful of their opinion and speak honestly and tactfully about your thoughts. Basic manners, really. One of our sayings goes that, if you ask two druids about something, you'll usually come away with at least 3 opinions. What you do or don't do, at home or with other groups, is really up to you. We like it that way.
So I can try it out for a while and come and go as I want?
Sure, I wonder why don't all faiths allow that? Unfortunately, it is getting late and this graveyard is creeping me out.
Do you mind? I'd like to know more about the beliefs of the druids.
Well, why don't we switch to a more sunny location and meet tomorrow for some coffee?
Sounds good. Let's head back to campus.